Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. You found the Olsons. Gone again. Today we're going to put to use the new, well, this season's new buy. This is the Poboy from Pellethead, and it is our pizza oven. And this is going to be completely different from the Vivor pizza oven, because that thing did not work worth the darn. And we talked about doing some different things with the venting, and we ended up finding this. So we're going to get this fired up and we're going to start making some pizza. Alright, so I got this removable pellet tray. I've got my trusty tack life, which doesn't exist anymore, electronic fire starter, rechargeable. I'll get this started. And that's a fire starter from Pellethead that comes with the oven. So this is the chute, and then they also provide this barbecue fan. Oop. The barbecue fan, it's a little battery operated fan, goes right in here. Flip it on, slide that in here, all the way in. There's the fire down in there. Now it's highly recommended, and we've figured it out too, that you need to have it on some kind of metal surface, because it does spit out little embers out the back, and they'll catch on here. So we use our Blackstone, because we're gonna have that set up at the camp anyway, so that's what we do. So we're gonna cut to the kitchen, and we'll show you how to make the dough and what we do for that, and then we'll come back and we'll start making pizza. All right, so we're starting to see flame coming up inside. We're gonna have smoke coming out real soon. A little fan there. That's what it looks like from the back side. And they have this chimney where you can extend it or shorten it depending upon how much draft you need. They usually run it pretty high. It's good draft through there. I can start to see a little bit of heat. You can see a little heat coming out back in there. Alright, so we're a couple more minutes in, and we're starting to get the smoke. Yeah, fire all the way across the roof now. But that little fan does not take very long. I think we're probably maybe 5 minutes in at that. And now we're going to start seeing the temperature here going up. And we're going to run this up probably somewhere in that 650, 700 degree range. I think we're going to stop at 650 today, because 700 does seem to get a little hot. And then we will get that pizza ready. I think we're going to do some pizza fries first, and then you'll see how fast this process really is. So, all right, welcome to the kitchen. We are going to make the homemade pizza crust that we're going to use to make well, welcome to the kitchen. We're going to make homemade pizza crust for the smoker when we're camping. When we make this at home, we proof the dough, welcome to the kitchen. We're going to make homemade pizza dough for when we're camping. We make the dough, we divide the dough, we make it into individual pizza crusts, we freeze it, and then we put it in the vacuum sealer. So the first step to making the pizza crust is to proof the yeast. This is quick rise yeast, and we need 4.5 teaspoons so put the half in first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, this is quick rise. Then we need 115-degree water. And so this water is just over 110 degrees. So we're going to add some more hot tap water. And most of the time when we're proofing yeast for bread or pizza dough, we're shooting for between 110 and 120 degrees, 115 being optimal. So we use 2 cups of the 115-degree water. And then the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of sugar. But what we've decided, instead of using sugar, we're using unsweetened applesauce, with apple being plenty of natural sugar. And by doing that, that gives the yeast a real good meal. Now that little bit of applesauce does not change the flavor of the dough, but it definitely gives the yeast something to eat. Ooh, got a little stuck on here. Come on. Sure it's dissolved, the yeast, mix in the applesauce. And we'll let that set and rise, and we'll let that set and proof for about 10 minutes or until this gets nice and frothy. Alright, so it's been about 15 minutes, and it's nice and frothy. It's nice and frothy. About a half an inch, 3/4 of an inch of froth. It's about a half an inch, 3/4 of an inch of froth on the top. Oh, there she bubbles. There she's bubbling. Okay, so next step is the bread flour. So I got my bread flour. We need 5 cups of bread flour. 4, and 5. So this recipe will yield 7 personal, roughly a 6-inch pizza pie. Now, along with the 5 cups of flour, we need a teaspoon of salt. Now, I don't think salt is all that this needs. So, oops. All right. So the next thing this needs is salt. But I don't think salt is the only thing it needs. So I use the salt, pepper, and garlic, or SPG, and it doesn't matter who you get it from. This happens to be from Traeger. So we're going to put one teaspoon. Whoops. 1 teaspoon, and then I like to put it on a mixer. I like to put it on a mixer with the bread dough hook, and run it on basically low. To get the salt, garlic, pepper mixed into the flour. So the only other ingredient we need is a quarter cup of olive oil. So this is extra light taste olive oil. And it requires a quarter of a cup. If I have a quarter of a cup. Third. Okay, so the next ingredient after we mix the flour, garlic, and pepper into the flour is some extra light olive oil. 1/4 of a cup. So with that, now the only other thing we have to do is add the proofed yeast. And then we mix it till all the ingredients come together. And it will slowly pull the flour into the dough and clean the edges of the bowl off. We're looking for a smooth consistency where all the ingredients have been integrated into the dough. And what I found is this normally takes a few minutes. You can definitely do this by hand. Knead it until all the ingredients again are combined, and you have a smooth and somewhat glossy appearance of the dough. But as you can see, it's pulling the flour, working it into the dough, And now we have a relatively clean bowl. And that's what I'm looking for. Now, I work it down into a ball within the bowl. And if it's not in a bowl, if you're using a hand method, put it in a bowl. Grab a towel, and cover it, and let it rise for about a half an hour. So we'll come back in a half hour, and we'll see what the dough looks like at that time. All right, we're up to 400 degrees, and we're probably about another 5 minutes in. I think we got a total of about 10 minutes on this heating up. We've been dumping in plenty of pellets, which that's one thing this thing does. It loves pellets. We kind of work them back in there, and again, we're looking for a temperature about 650 degrees, and just in that short period of time, this 30 seconds, we've gained to almost 50 degrees. So that little fan works fabulous. All right, so we're up 650 degrees. I'm gonna open that up because I want a little bit of that to go back. Just fire down a little here. So now what I didn't do, I dock this crust. If I don't, it's going to over explode. Not quite explode, but it'll. Alright, so this is going to be just some pizza fries. So we're gonna, well, I'm gonna show you the temperature of this stone. So right now we're at about 550 degrees, and the stone temperature is about 950 back by the fire, 850, 845 up in the front. So we want to add scoop pellets. Take the fan off. We're going to put this in, we're going to count to 10, and we're going to turn it. We're going to count to 10, and then we'll finish it. Door closed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've still got it way up in the front where it's the hottest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I just work it around. And this peel is also included with the pizza oven. And if you notice, it's nice and short, or nice and narrow. So it's easy to get in and turn the pizza. And if you look in there, you can see how well it is. And you look underneath there. Well, that's how it should be. And we shut that up. Bring it over on there. Then we're going to put the heat or put the air back on, and I'm gonna put another scoop of pellets in. And then, so we're down to about 425 degrees, and we started at like 550. So I like to get that up about 600 before the next pizza is ready to go in. Alright, so we use a cast iron tortilla press. We put a sprinkling of corn meal on it. It's open. I'm going to work it out just a little bit.
Over here. No.
Press that down.
So is this one done? Or no?
That's pizza fries are done.
Oh, those are okay.
Alright, build your pizza on that.
Okay.
But we're not going to get ourselves ahead like we've done in the past. It's better if we do it this way, because then that gives the oven a chance to heat back up. That's where I need it to be on there anyways.
Okay.
So we'll do that.
Does it have, you have the garlic stuff or no? Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
That's probably good. So you're still going? I stepped away from it, so I wanted to make sure it didn't go out. Oh God, Boy Scouts.
I was gonna say there's always juice.
like a Quick Trip. T-shirts on their tailgater.
Is this fresh mozzarella?
No, we froze that. We bought a case of it from Gordon's Food Service. We added cornstarch to it and froze it in the didn't suck all the air out of it, but put it in the freezer in the food saver bags, and yeah, it comes out pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's because it looks like something you just shaved.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking if it's fresh. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought yours was already in there.
I haven't made mine yet.
Oh, well, see, that's. I thought you had.
Seven 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10. Happy?
Yes. Nice. God, that looks good. You want a picture of that?
Oh. And there it is. About 35 seconds, start to finish. Yeah.
Is there anything in it now?
Nope. Why? That's why I think this is the better way. Do one, like really do one at a time instead of trying to get them made up on the cardboard rounds and they're sticking to that. You really got to do this. I mean, it's the only thing that would help is if that next dough were already pulled apart and ready to go, but you're only out a minute or so anyways. All right, making another one. Fires, actually my batteries are going dead in the fan. That's end of season problems. Put that in there. We'll let her come up to temp a little bit. Look at that. All right. There's the Poboy. Well, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I highly recommend the Poboy by Pellethead. Do a search for Pellethead. You'll find their website. They are a Wisconsin company. They do heating pellets and heating stoves. They're over by Appleton area. I bought this off Amazon think we paid $179. Shipping was fast for us up here in the Midwest. Came out of Green Bay warehouse. So I highly recommend. We've been using this now all of this summer, and we've done a great job, and appreciate it. So thanks for watching.